Good. So, like I said, our topic for today is how to become an MLM leader. Most people start the business and they don't really stick to learning the things that will make them, position them as a leader in the space. And that is why this training is important. Okay, so let us go into the 20 tips that will enable you become an effective leader in the network marketing space, especially as you are doing Prudent Your Life International. The first most important skill is to never stop dreaming, because every great leader starts with a dream, or no matter what career space you are, it is because you are working towards having a dream. Your dream is what gives you energy when challenges come. Never allow your current situation to limit your imagination. There are small dreams and then there are big dreams. Most people that dream small only have small future. But the people that have big dreams, the people that have big dreams, they have what? They have big futures. How are you going to have a big dream? Is to set a bigger dream. All right. So the point is, if you are doing this business and you don't know the direction you are going, it is important that you pause and then you start setting dreams. It is when you are working towards something that you put all your focus on that you achieve it. All right. The moment you stop dreaming, it means that you are going to soon fade out from this business space. All right. And so know that leadership is not just about the position alone. It is about the influence, the consistency, the vision, and the personal growth. That is one of the ways to become an effective leader, is to always dream, set dreams, achieve it, and then set the next dream. All right. The truth is that if you don't have any dreams at all, then you are not going to have any future, because you will just be working and you are not really directing at achieving anything. That is why goal setting is important. I'm going to talk about that. All right. Now, the next space or the next is to have a powerful vision. Dreams become powerful when they turn into vision. If you have a dream, for it to become a powerful tool, for it to become a powerful dream for you to achieve, you need to be able to turn it into a vision. A vision gives you direction to the actions that you are going to put out. You know where you are going in the business. And so I always tell people that ask yourself certain questions. What do I want to achieve? How many lives do I want to change? What kind of leader do I want to become? When your vision is clear, your actions will be focused and then you will be able to achieve that dream. All right. It is very important. Okay. A vision is also a mental picture of the results that you want. So I know my dream. Now, if I turn it into a vision, I'll be able to picture it in my mind. This is exactly what I want. And so I'll be able to take steps in order to have it. A vision is also a practical guide for creating plans. When you envision the dream that you want, it will guide you as in the kind of steps, the kind of plans you need to make in order to achieve that. All right. Now, it will also inspire your action. Do you understand that? Now, Thomas Edison made a statement that is very true and very powerful, that vision without execution is just hallucination. If you have a vision and you don't take steps into achieving that vision, then it is just a vision. It is nothing as such. And that is why it says that a vision is a practical guide for creating plans. All right. Now, the next important tip that you need to really take a critical look at is to be hands-on. When I say you need to be hands-on, what do I mean? You need to be hands-on doing certain activities that will enable your business to grow. One of the most important activities that you need to be hands-on if you really want to be an MLM leader is to be hands-on prospecting. And so prospecting involves always identifying people and connecting to people that can join your business. Not only prospecting, we have so many others that you need to be hands-on. All right. So when we talk about prospecting, know that every person you know is a prospect. Every person that your prospect knows is also a prospect. Every person that you have ever met and will ever meet is a prospect. Every person that is around you is a prospect. Now, knowing this doesn't mean that you go about chasing everybody that is around you. That is why I always say that you don't go prospect. You prospect as you go. As you go about your daily duties, as you go about your daily life activities, you connect with people, you meet people that comes around you. I always tell people that you need to raise your awareness if you want to become a leader. Raise your awareness and identify the people that interact with you, that comes close to you, and then you prospect them. All right. And so you need to be hands-on that. Also, you need to be hands-on inviting. Prospecting alone is not enough if you don't invite them to take a look at your business and your product. Okay. And so when I talk about invitation, an invitation may solve all the problems in this business. Because, for example, we have a Zoom meeting. How would you know a person will join if you don't invite them? We have an upcoming event. How will you know a person will attend if you don't invite them? And so we need to be hands-on inviting. Now, when I talk about inviting, when you have no appointment, you need to invite. When you don't have any money in your account, you need to invite. When your team doesn't invite, you as a leader, you need to invite. When your team doesn't sell, you need to invite. When your team members are complaining, you need to do what? You need to invite. When your team loses the dream, you need to invite. When there is no excitement within you, you still need to invite. Because an invitation will solve all the problems in this business. And so in our next coming meetings, I want to see you who wants to become an effective leader in the network marketing space to invite people. All right. And so whatever you are feeling in the business, solve it by inviting people to our meeting to see our business. All right. You need to be hands-on. Not only that, you need to be hands-on presenting the business. You need to learn how to effectively present the business. You need to be hands-on using our products. Some persons have joined Prudent IO Life and they have never for a single day used our product before. They only joined. All right. You need to use it. You need to be hands-on selling the products. Yes, we don't mandate you to sell, but you need to effectively learn how to sell, especially if you want to be a leader in the network marketing space. All right. So be hands-on training, setting goals. That is the third tip. Now, as I proceed, you need to develop your people skill. Network marketing is a people business. In short, any business at all is a people business. Your ability to communicate effectively, to listen, your ability to encourage them, to connect with people will determine how far you go in this space. And so you need to learn to respect people. You need to understand them. You need to appreciate people. You need to encourage people. You see that your members will follow you as a leader if you make them feel valued. All right. And so know that you need to develop that. You need to build good relationships. Now, as I proceed to become an effective MLM leader, you need to get better at presenting and speaking. There are so many persons, they call themselves leaders. But if you give them a stage for them to talk for the next 5 minutes, they will be shaking like something. You need to get better at doing this. A leader must know how to effectively communicate. Now, let me show you some of the ways you can do this. First of all, you need to pray. Anytime you have an event, even if they call you impromptu to say something on a stage, just within your heart, in a few seconds, pray. Now you need to relax and then you smile. Then you have to be sincere. You need to have a good image. And then most importantly, if it is an event that you know that you are going to be speaking, you need to be highly prepared. Then you make everything sound new. Many a time, most of you that have listened to my presentation, you always notice that anytime you listen, and even if I listen to my boss, Ambassador Bright, I've listened to him several times, him presenting the same training, but always he makes it sound new. It is always fresh. It looks like I'm listening to the first time. You need to be able to do that. And then that will come if you learn how to speak and then present your business. All right. And then you need to always demand attention. That is that. Now, the sixth tip to becoming an effective MLM leader is to give your best. Always. Always give your best. Never do things halfway. Whatever you want to do in this business, you need to give it your all effort. Because your best may not always be perfect, but if you are consistent in giving your best, it will separate you from average people. If you have noticed, anytime I'm doing a presentation, as long as I start the presentation, even if it is just 2 people listening to me, I will still do my best. I will still deliver like I'm talking to 100 people. Because that one person that might be listening to you that day might be the person that will change your business. And so you need to always give your best. You see the artist there? If you look at this artist on your screen, you can see that he's giving his best, using both left and right to do his artwork. That is how you need to treat your business. All right. Always do your best. Remember that what you plant now, you will harvest later. If you give half, if you are doing a transaction, if you are doing a presentation and you are doing it in a halfway, your result is going to be what? It's in a halfway. If you give your best, you are going to reap the best result. All right. Now, you need to be confident. You need to be confident. You see that confidence attracts people. You need to believe in yourself. You need to believe in the company. You need to believe in your products. And you need to believe in the vision that we are sharing. Even if you are now growing, you need to carry yourself with confidence. A lot of people will follow leaders who believe in where they are going. If you don't sound like you know where you are going, people will not want to join your business. All right. So confidence is something that we create within ourselves by believing in what we are, who we are, and what we have. You need to have that. All right. Now, as I proceed, an effective MLM leader is a person of integrity. Integrity is doing the right thing even when nobody is watching you. Integrity means, as long as you say you are going to do something, you do it the exact way you said, and you even do it better when nobody is looking. You need to be honest in your words and in your actions. If you make a promise, you need to keep it. Let people trust you. A leader without integrity cannot build a long-term success. That is why there are so many people back in the day, they had a large team, they were leaders. But because they were not people of integrity, they lost that leadership. Now people don't follow them. People don't listen to their word. If you're a person of integrity, no matter where you go, people will still follow you. Now, integrity again is another tip that you must have. Those with integrity keep their word even when it hurts. All right, I think this is supposed to be the same tip. Now, as I proceed, never give up. You need to have a never give up attitude. You see, in this business, just like in life, just like in marriage, in politics, in religion, in what have you, challenges will come, rejections will come, discouragement will come. But do you know what separates the winners and the losers? The winners never quit. That is the difference between successful people and people that are not successful. Persistence. You need to learn to keep moving forward no matter what happens. Remember, the beginning is always hard. The beginning is always hard, but as you go deeper into it, you will find that there is something bigger out there for you. You need to be prepared for discouragement. All right. Now, as I proceed, you need to do the business with passion. You see, one thing about passion is that it is contagious. If you are excited about your business, others will become excited too. People will see the excitement within you. That is the first step towards achievement. Passion. Passion increases the willpower you have to doing the business. It will change you. Passion makes so many things that are not possible become possible. People don't only buy the products, they buy the energy. People don't just join the business, they join the energy that you carry, the belief, the enthusiasm that you have. You need to let your passion show in everything you do. If you are doing a presentation, do it with passion. If you are inviting someone, do it with passion. That will separate you as a leader to the rest of the people. All right. Now, as we proceed, you need to be motivated. Now, there are two forms of motivation. There is the internal motivation and there is external motivation. External motivation has to do with, the cars you want to buy, the houses you want to build, all those luxury lifestyle you want to live. That is the external motivation. And then we have the internal motivation. Do I want to succeed just because of the car I want to drive or because I want to give my family the best? And so you need to have both motivation is like taking a bath. Sorry, my network disconnected. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I want to know if you can hear me. My network disconnected.
Yeah, sure, we are getting you now.
All right, thank you.
We can hear you now.
Great. Let us proceed. Let me share my screen. So, as we proceed, motivation is like taking a bait. We need to do it every day. We need to always motivate ourselves. We need to motivate our team. Do you understand? You need to motivate yourself. You also need to motivate your team. Now, the other aspect is that you must have a burning desire. I always say that if you want to succeed, as bad as you want to breathe when you are drowning, that is where you'll be successful. You see, when a person is drowning in the water, they will do whatever it takes to catch a breath. And so the moment you have that kind of burning desire to succeed, then you will become successful. Most people want to succeed. They want to succeed anyhow. They don't have any burning desire to succeed. And so they go about doing their business anyhow. That is not what makes an MLM leader. You need to have that burning desire. Now, the next aspect is that you need to be happy. So many people are doing network marketing and they are not even happy. They are sad. That is not who an MLM leader is. Success is not the key to happiness. Know that. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you are doing, then you will become successful. It's as simple as that. You don't wait to achieve the success before you become happy. You need to be happy as you go. All right? And so show the happiness in your heart. Your leaders, the people that are looking at you, will know that you are happy about what you are doing. You need to enjoy the success journey. So many people want to succeed before they enjoy, but success is a journey. And so as you do the business, you need to enjoy the ride along. Be happy about small achievements. Don't be so focused on the destination that you forget to enjoy the journey. You don't wait until you become rich before you enjoy your life. Learn to appreciate every stage of your journey. You need to celebrate small wins. Personal growth, you need to celebrate. When you have new team members, even if you have only one team member in a week, in a month, you need to celebrate and then progress forward. Success is not only the destination. Remember that. It is a journey. All right. Now, you need to surround yourself with successful people. Success, we always say, is contagious. Have you heard the statement that if you surround yourself with 5 fools, you become the 6th fool? In the same way, if you surround yourself with 5 successful people, you will become the 6th successful person. And so I always say that you need to, if you've listened to my new connectors orientation before, I always say that you need to detach yourself away from dream stealers. Who are dream stealers? Dream stealers are people that will not join your business and they will not also allow you to do your business. Ensure you always surround yourself with successful people. Now, as I proceed, you need to love what you are doing. Most people, they are just doing whatever they are doing just because they want to survive. They don't have any love for it. You need to love what you are doing. As a network marketing leader, you need to love doing network marketing. You need to love inviting people. You need to love prospecting. You need to love presenting the business. You need to love presenting. You need to love anything about the business. Passion makes hard work easier. If you love what you are doing, it becomes easy for you. Especially if you truly love helping people. If you want to make a difference in the lives of others in the form of their health, if you want to build teams, if you want to transform lives, this business will become enjoyable for you. Most people don't love the business because they really don't have the heart of helping people. All they are doing is they just want to make money anyhow. This business doesn't work like that. Anytime I do this presentation and I get here, I take my time and then I connect to the people. The only way to succeed at what you do is to love what you are doing. You need to catch that. All right. So if you are listening to me and if you don't have love already in this business that you are doing in Prudent Higher Life, you need to start developing that love. That is why Confucius says that if you love what you do, you will never work a day in your life. Because every day you are working is doing something you love. You don't feel like you are working. All right. Now, as I proceed, never stop learning. You need to constantly learn. That's the key. You need to keep educating yourself. Albert Einstein said that the moment you stop learning, you are going to stop earning. And the moment you stop earning, you start dying. So in short, he said that if you stop learning, you will start dying. That is the meaning. We need to always learn. That is what leaders do. They attend trainings, they listen to audios, they watch leadership videos, they always improve themselves. If you want to be a leader, you need to start doing this. And so these are the meetings I talk about. The more you know, the more you can represent the business. The more you know, the more you can defend the business. The more you know, the more confident you become. Right. As I proceed, you need to be an inspiration. Your life should motivate others. Sorry, my network disconnected again. Can you hear me? Welcome. Hello, welcome. Well, sorry. Can you hear me? I want to be sure you can hear me.
Sure, we are getting you.
Great. All right. So let me quickly share my screen again.
Yeah, we are getting you.
Right. So, like I said, you need to be an inspiration. You need to share your life story. Most people don't even share the small success they achieve in this business. No matter how small your result is, you need to be able to use it to inspire others. You need to be able to use it to influence others. And so you were able to have 4 new persons join your business this week. And within you, you feel it's small. But then there is someone that has not even been able to connect 1 or 2 persons. You need to be able to inspire them. Sometimes people may not listen to just your presentation, just the things you say. They want that kind of inspiration from you. You need to give them that. Now, as I proceed, you need to have a sense of ownership. You need to treat the business as if it belongs to you. You don't have to work with a casual mindset. You need to take responsibility for your growth, for your team, for your results. I always remember a story that a leader shared with me about an engineer that, a building contractor that works with a boss. And he has been building projects and building houses for the boss. And you know what he does? He's always complaining within his heart. And so there was a time that his boss was going on retirement or so. And so his boss asked him to do one last project for him. You know what the contractor said? That this one is disturbing too much. So, and as long as this one is the last one, let me just do it anyhow. He just built the project anyhow. Cheap materials, no quality checks. He did it anyhow. And you know what happened? After everything, when the 10th key over was due, he was handing over the key to the boss. You know what the boss said? The boss said, "You've worked with me for so long. This house is a gift to you. This same house that you built it recklessly is a gift to you." if you were the one, how are you going to feel within your heart? What if you knew that that house was going to be your own? You know, you would have even done it more better than any project you've ever done. That is having a sense of ownership in this business. All right, let us proceed. Our time is almost gone. So the last important tip is to be consistent and persistent. Consistency is everything. Stick to a period of time doing the business, and you see how successful you become. Most people don't become successful because they are not consistent. For example, I shared with my team members that our upcoming Saturday event, post the flyer on your status every day from that Monday that we set the program till the event, every day on your status. Do you know some people did it the first day and then that was all? Yesterday they didn't do it. Today they didn't do it. They lack consistency. Do you know that if you are consistent, somebody will see your status today, they will not say anything. They still see the same flyer tomorrow. They will not say anything. They still see it on the third day. It is creating neural pathways in their mind that there is something that you are communicating to them. They will now reach out to you. Consistency is key. Thank you very much for listening to me. If you have any questions, I'm going to take it here. But before I end, let me talk about this scenario. I'm sure most of you have seen this image before. Why did I bring this image? I'll show you. Let me tell you why I decided to show you this image today. You know, in this our business that we are doing, and in life generally, many people only chase what looks colorful and popular. Something that is shining, something that everybody is talking about. That is what most people chase. But leaders are different. Leaders can recognize hidden value in something that is not even popular, but they see the hidden value, they see the potential of it. Prudent Higher Life International may not look flashy to everyone now, but inside this opportunity are dreams. Inside these opportunities, inside this Prudent Higher Life is what is going to transform a lot of people's life on a daily basis. Especially most of you that have seen the value of what we have. And so as I close this meeting, I tell you that do not look out for what is flashy. Do not look out for what is making noise. Look out for the hidden value. Just like this balloon that you are seeing. There are so many colors, and there is a black color. Ordinarily, people will be chasing the black. People will be chasing the flashy colors. Look out for the hidden value. Thank you very much for listening to me. If you have any questions, this is where I end my submission. Let me hear your questions, your concerns. We can talk about any other thing here, and then we bring the meeting to a close.